So why does cryptocurrency crashing affect two of my favorite companies, Nvidia and AMD? On today's episode, we're going to take a quick look at what's happening in the crypto market, but more importantly, what's happening in the semiconductor industry and why some of these stocks are red. So let's get started. So while I am recording this video, Bitcoin has dropped to below $30,000, and I know a lot of traders were looking for that $30,000 support level, but what's happening behind the overall cryptocurrency market? The most impactful news right now is China is not a big fan of cryptocurrencies. So they are cracking down in crypto mining. This is something that has been talked about in the past month or so, but some reports came out earlier this week that China has intensified its crackdown on cryptocurrency mining. Many Bitcoin mines were shuttered Sunday after authorities in the southwestern Chinese province ordered a halt to crypto mining. According to reports, more than 90% of China's Bitcoin mining capacity is estimated to be shut down. And why is this important? Right now, it's estimated that about 65% of global Bitcoin mining is done in China. Not only is China cracking down on crypto mines, but China has already banned financial institutions from providing crypto-related services, and they have also urged some of their big fintech companies out there to kind of crack down on crypto trading as well. A CEO of a crypto data firm told some news report that China often does this. So this is not the first time this has happened. In the past 8 years, the story has risen its head at least 3 times. So for those that are crypto investors, is this a story you guys have heard before, or is this something new? So now let me head on to why this is important to me. So I'm not an avid investor or trader in the cryptocurrency market. I'm neither a bull nor a bear, but I am a big bull of the semiconductor industry, mainly in AMD and Nvidia. These two are some of my top 5 positions in my portfolio. So what does happen in the crypto market can affect the prices of these two stocks. And let's try to understand why. I want to thank the Motley for sponsoring this video. The Motley is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services the Fool offers. Through the Motley Stock Advisor services, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have done amazing returns. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more of this year, you can visit fool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the stock advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now onto today's video. So we saw China is cracking down on cryptocurrency mining. At the moment, cryptocurrency mining needs one strong component to do, and that's graphics cards. Graphics cards are provided by Nvidia and by AMD. We saw that most of crypto mining comes from China, about 60+%. So if there is a shutdown there, it means there is going to be a lower demand for graphics card. And we're going to take a closer look at the financials and how that impacts the overall stock in a bit. But first, let's see how right now this crypto craze has really changed the dynamics of the graphics card market. And here we're going to take a look at how the overall graphics cards have kind of been impacted with the overall market. And here we're taking a look at this report from this German website where they look at major German retailers and compare the current graphics prices to the MSRP. So MSRP equals about 100%. Anything over 100% is how much people are overpaying at major German retailers to buy graphics cards. So we can see since January, people have not been paying expected prices for these graphics cards. They have all been overpaying. So we can see now in June of 2020, as Bitcoin prices and cryptocurrency prices have kind of seen a downturn, so have the prices of graphics cards. They're still pretty high compared to the original prices, but things are cooling down a bit. The main reason graphics card prices are up are there's so many gamers that want these cards, there's cryptocurrency miners that want these cards, and there's also resellers that are seeing the opportunity right now that there's such a huge demand that they're buying the cards and upselling it. So there's so many customers right now trying to pick out these cards. And here I was taking a look at one of my favorite retailers for computer parts. We can see this AMD Radeon RX graphics cards is selling for $2,269. We can see this card was kind of estimated to start off at $1,000. This is insane, the amount of money people are paying for these graphics cards, and most of it tend to be Bitcoin miners at the moment. I was just trying to see how the overall market was still dealing with it. So I went to look at eBay to see how the RTX 3070, this is one of the cards from the Nvidia market, was dealing. And in the past day, just on June 21st, over 150 cards were sold. Most of these cards were selling for $1,200 when their overall price was expected to be somewhere around $600. So we can see this overall market is still pretty strong and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. I did see some prices as low as $1,000. I'm not seeing much here, but most of them were around $1,200 to $1,300. So now let's try to understand why the overall stock prices are being affected. So AMD, in their most recent earnings, they recorded revenue of about $3.4 billion. Out of that $3.4 billion, 2.1 came from graphics and computing segments. So this is their GPU and their CPU. Unfortunately, AMD doesn't break down how much their graphics cards come in, but a good portion does come from this segment. So if AMD starts to see a decline in revenue here, it can obviously affect the company in the short term of things. If we take a look at Nvidia, the same thing happens. Their gaming department, which is their graphics cards for games, are about $2.7 billion out of the $5.6 billion. Another $150 million comes from OEM, which is including Nvidia's new mining crypto cards. But even Nvidia says that they believe gaming also benefits from cryptocurrency mining demand, although it's hard to determine to what extent. So if Nvidia is saying this, I do believe it's also gonna impact AMD. You might be like, Jose, yes, okay, so crypto miners are gonna stop buying cards, but there's still so many gamers out there that are gonna buy cards from Nvidia and AMD. That is true. At the same time, what happened a few years ago, our crypto miners kind of sell off some of these mining cards because they don't need them anymore, and they start flooding the eBay market. So instead of people buying it from your normal retailers, they just buy second use cards from eBay, and it kind of just puts more product than demand. So I do believe this current news is going to be a bit volatile for the semiconductor industry, mainly in the two graphics card, Nvidia and AMD. In the long term of things, I don't really see any major impact for these stocks, so I'm not planning on selling anything soon. If we do see some crazy sell-offs, I don't expect any crazy sell-offs, maybe just small volatility. But if we do, I wouldn't be hesitant in buying any of these companies because their fundamentals will still look strong and the overall markets that they're hitting are still growing at crazy levels. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like always, take care, have a good night, and see you next time.